All right, it's time to talk wine. While turkey takes center stage, a good wine to go with it elevates the whole meal. And Siri Nyman buys all the wines for the top 10 liquors. They have 15 stores, and she picked out a great plethora of wines. All of these are under $20. Thank you for coming, and thank you for picking such great wines. We're going to get right into it. So we're going to start with the before dinner wines, when people first arrive. So tell us what we have here.
So we've selected the non-alcoholic Vinanda. So you're going to have one person who wants to imbibe in the joy and the fun, but who doesn't want the alcohol. So this is a sparkling rosé.
I'll pour that for Bob, and then go ahead to the next one.
And then this one we have is a Prosecco, 90 plus Prosecco. This is actually $13. It's hard for me. I don't want to admit that this 90 plus is one of the best sparkling Proseccos I have had. They're so consistent. In fact, I love it more than La Marca. So I think it's a really high quality. And then this one is really the answer for when you have a guest who really knows their wine. You know, you always have one family member who's like the wine aficionado. This is a Loire Valley Sparkling. It is absolutely beautiful. There's so much delicate fruit to it, really fine bubbles, and it doesn't have the lightning kind of acidity bubbles that some people find.
So bubbles to start, to start. Okay, now we're gonna go into dinner, and you have a number of under $20 ones. Let's go through them here.
So this is the Gavi, and I always think during the holidays you should have one interesting wine. So this is from Piedmont. Gavi is what I think of it as a Chardonnay alternative. It's the unoaked Chardonnay alternative.
Okay.
So, and then we have the Chasing Venus Sauvignon Blanc. This is your New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. And then next in line is we have a non-alcoholic. This is from Germany. I think Germans produce a phenomenal non-alcoholic wines. And this is a non-alcoholic Chardonnay. It's more of a Chablis style, meaning it's going to be in the leaner, just a touch of fruit, and very clean. And then we have a really fun wine. This is kind of out in the left field. This is an orange wine. Orange wine is called orange wine because there's skin contact. And so what is wonderful about orange wine is that orange wine has this like incredible mature stone fruit, but there's texture to it. So I picked this Caton because the Caton is one of the more kind of the middle of the road orange wine. A lot of the orange wines can be a little funky, and this takes the funk out and brings in the compelling component for an orange wine.
We like the funk.
Do you like that?
So this is from Alsace, right? That region between Germany and France?
Yes.
And it's Pinot Gris.
Yes.
What's the difference? Grigio and Gris are the same, but they're grown in different places, right? So this is like a French Pinot Grigio grape.
Yes. The difference between Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio, it really has to do with culture, and it has to do with more with the reference of style. So there are some regions that want to be known as Pinot Grigio, where you have some regions that want to be known as Pinot Gris. And even in Oregon, you'll notice that in Willamette, you'll have some winemakers that are like, we make Pinot Gris. And then you have others who are like, we make
There's
Pinot
a thing
Grigio.
with that, yeah.
All right,
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Let's get through these.
And
get
then
through
we
the big
also,
dogs.
so we have the 90 plus Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. I love the red fruit that comes through this. It is on the more drier side. So I picked the Willamette because I think it goes better with Thanksgiving food. And then we have the next one is, I'm a huge fan of Clinker Brick. They just got a new winemaker, and I love where the wines are. This is from Lodi. A lot of people that are familiar with Napa and that are familiar with Paso Robles, I absolutely encourage you to get on to Clinker Brick. Their cab is beautiful. It's got just a touch of spice that goes really well with the spices that are in the food. It can match up the heaviness of turkey and mashed potatoes. So I really recommend the Clinker Brick. And then you also have the Clinker Brick Red Blend. So for those of you that love that smoother style, recommend that. Then we have this really special one. Again, we had one for the white wine category.
Love it.
We had one for the white wine category, the Gavi and the orange wine. Now we have a really interesting red blend. It's a Appassimento. Some people remember having the more like richer wines. This is Appassimento means that they're making wines from dried grapes. So you get a lot of concentrated fruit, but you don't have that cloying, syrupy flavor. And this
so
is
good.
This is a crowd pleaser. And you know what's really great about the Appassimento is that you can have it with your main meal, and then it can bleed into your dessert.
I think so too. This is the deal. We had so much fun with these. We have to put these, of course, on our website, and you'll have to check out the after dinner ones on our website because you had so much phenomenal information and so many great options under $20. We appreciate you, Siri.
Can you
You
come
did
to
a
our
great
house?
job. Yeah,
Can you come on over? This is awesome.
amazing. Top 10 Liquors has 15 locations around the metro, and if you didn't get a chance to write these down, don't worry. We put the entire list on KARE11.com and even the after dinner drinks that we didn't get to.